Hello friends, welcome to my channel. This is Queen of Wands and happy Saturday everyone. I hope you guys had a good weekend so far and then you have a good weather wherever you are. All right, so today we're gonna do a reading. It's a twin flame and soulmate reading for the current energies. But we have a theme, and we've done it in the past, and we're going to do it again. And the theme is called My Secrets. So, you know, based on those questions that the secrets is going to reveal, we're going to understand better what's going on recently. Okay, for all of you that are still looking for some answers and understanding on your journey, on your twin flame journey or soulmate journey, or whatever your situation is, okay? And just one more time, I'm going to use today the Decameron Tarot. And if you're under the age of 18, I suggest that you leave the channel right now, because I'm using these tarot cards which are, I would say, inappropriate for some of us, and especially if you're under 18. I choose to use this card just because, you know, it's Saturday and I don't know, keep it fun, have a bit of fun, you know, not always so serious. So we're gonna start with the first question. What is his secret desire? Whoa, that popped like crazy. Look at that. What is that? Oh, that's nasty. What is this? We got the the Nine of Swords. Oh my God, we've had this once in the past. Oh, this just popped. His secret desire is to break free from that mental stagnation, from the games. His secret desire is to break free the chains that you two are tied down, and mental chains, like mental exhaustion, the fears, the manipulations, you know, who's got the power. The Nine of Swords, it's like a mental exhaustion, but isn't like holding on, but you're on the verge of breaking free, and that's the idea. Nine of Swords is, we got like the moon in Aquarius, kind of, you know, and that's all about freedom. And it's like you're tied down in some form of shapes, and they want to let go of those fears and insecurities and the ego, and that's their secret desire. They really are tired of playing the game. Yeah, they're really tired of playing the game. So I'm gonna keep that here. And what is your secret desire? Oops, let's do this again. Your secret desire. Your secret desire. The cards are popping like crazy today. So your secret desire is, we got here the Five of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Oh my God, look at that. So the Five of Pentacles, this is a person that you are really are committed. So you are really put the foundation to achieve something. Usually the Five of Pentacles, it can be a sense of being left out in the cold, and that's why this cup is like not being received yet. And your secret desires is that um, you feel like there's still hope for this love, for this union to happen. And this was not just for nothing. You put all this effort, all this work. So this comes to fruition, this union, this love. And you are reserving this cup of love for this person. And you also, that's your hope. You're also hoping that this person has that cup, and they're just waiting for the perfect moment to give it to you. That's This is a nice combination actually. The Five of Pentacles is always that idea that I'm losing everything, I have no options, I tried everything, and like walking in the cold and nothing is there, but God is saying, no, it's there. The cup is right there and it's yours. So you have no doubts. Okay, you have put the foundation, you have put the roots of something. And fives is also about lessons, karma, lessons learned. It's affiliated with Saturn in Capricorn, which is all about those lessons, right? And doing the work. We got 5 and 6 of Pentacles usually. They're all there with and around Virgo area. That's the sense of self-worth and put in the work. And you put a lot of work and focus on this connection and this love. So your secret desire is to accomplish it, make it happen, to come to fruition. Yes, you, despite how it looks like you're detached or you've given up or you're not making any move, um, deep down in your heart, and you are gathering the information, you are learning about what this journey is about and your feelings, and you are understanding and respecting them now. And that's why you're persevering this cup. You are saving it for whenever it's supposed to happen. You're just there ready, waiting. That's your secret desire. That's so lovely. And that's so honest and real. Oh, what is his secret hate? His secret hate is, oh, well, we got the Sun and the Nine of Pentacles. Look at that. The Sun and Nine of Pentacles. I mean, there's a lot of Sun. It's about ego. It's about also this childish behavior, because the Sun usually in the traditional tarot card is represented by a naked child, like childlike behavior, childish behavior, like ego, but in the sense of stupidity. So with the Nine of Pentacles, he secretly hates that, is being so immature to you. He secretly hates that, okay, I'm getting this now. Nine of Pentacles also about loving yourself, putting self-worth, because whatever has happened, um, somebody has got no choice but to put focus on themselves. Now, if he hates this, that means he hates himself for not being in that place of respecting themselves and loving themselves enough so they can love you better and understand you better. Yes, that is one way. The other way of secretly hates is Sun is about love and joy too, and being very pure. So, and Nine of Pentacles, owning that pureness, owning that genuine interaction, owning that joyful behavior, trying to see the beauty in everything, right? Now, she's kind of wearing a mask. Somebody can actually be okay on their own and having fun, but somebody can also wear this mask and pretending like they're really having a good time being on their own. So maybe he secretly hates that he's eluding himself, or he or she, whoever is on the other side, right? That's why I'm saying he or she sometimes, because it depends who we're doing the reading for. They have this pretending like everything is fine and they're doing fine on their own and alone, and they're having fun, this with this mask on, and yeah, I'm enjoying myself, I'm just on here putting my mask on and life is good. And he secretly hates that. There are two people here, like very masculine energy, um, like alpha kind of, but there is no, they need to be like something balanced. They need to be yin and yang. They need to be a female and a male in order to balance that energy. That ego here of I'm okay on my own, I can do it on my own, I can find happiness on my own, um, deep down, everyone doesn't feel happy on their own. We try our best to live in our integrity, but there's always that other half that we're missing, right? So we can try to be respectful to others and to the people, and to the surroundings, but you can never be happy 100%. There's always something that is lacking, and you're never going to feel you 100% happy on your own, right? So this is how they feel secretly. They hate, this is what they secretly hate. They hate that they have to pretend that they're happy on their own, and they need nobody. And like I said, on the other side, they secretly hate that maybe you have found certain happiness, because like I said, sun is also about carrying the light and also spiritual connection. It's the biggest planet. All the astrological signs revolve about the sun, around the sun. It's about the self. So self-love. Okay? So it can go either way. Secretly hating that you are learning and you're focusing on loving yourself and taking care of it, or secretly hating the fact that they are fooling themselves that they are doing fine. Yeah. Okay. So, oh boy, sorry. Now, what do you hate secretly? What do you hate secretly? Let's put this here. I'm going to turn this card like that. And this wanted to come out. What do you hate secretly? Oh, the world. That's interesting. So the world card usually is another female. It can be that you secretly hate the fact that there is the presence of another female. That's the first energy of the world, a female. The world is also represent that location. Like you secretly, you hate the fact that you are far away. There's like a big distance between you, like geographically speaking. Like, I think that's a major issue right now, because things can work around, can be figured out when you know that you're geographically close to one another. But, and I apologize for all this, but when you're so far away, it's just so hard to build a connection, or to fix things, or to give things a chance to be understood or communicated. Or distance, it's a big thing. You can try so many, but these long distance relationships, they just so hard. It's almost impossible to make it work unless somehow one of the two moves on the other side. And that's the biggest concern. On the other side, like I said, there can be other people involved. But with the world card, it's like you guys in going in circles. Like this, the world is like the zero. It's like number zero is God, and it's like also circles being repeated and but also upgrading. But it gets exhausting. No matter where you go and who other people are involved, you two always end up together, though. You know, it seems like he has this girl here and she has this guy, but in the end, they're like 69 here. The summer of the 69. So, you know, and 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 it's like you're saying we're going in circles here, but why, when we both know we belong to one another. But because the distance, like I believe for major cases of you, it's like there's this physical distance and also geographically speaking. And that's why you hate the most, the fact that can you can't physically be there for one another and meet. Yeah. hmm What is his secret challenge? His secret challenge. His secret challenge is, oh, look at this. We have the high priestess. We have the 5 of Wands. Look at that. And we have the 8 of Swords. Oh my God, these are powerful cards. That's a big challenge for him. Uh, the 5 of Swords, the High Priestess. So his challenge is to open up to you. High Priestess is very intuitive. He knows, he understands, but he doesn't say a word. So he's very secretive. Like we're, it's funny how we were talking about secrets, and that's what she does. So it can either be that he can't make you open up to him the way he wants, or to make you make a move. Yeah. Action. She's a non-action person. And or it's him struggling to move and make a move. This 5 of Wands is about challenges and taking actions. We got Aries here, very passionate card, something being triggered, but this turned in reverse with the 8 of Swords here. It's like he's struggling. That it's like you causing a certain blockage. You're not allowing things to go out of disproportion, just because somebody want to get entertained, because the High Priestess knows everybody's move. So she is very cautious in her own moves, in her non-actions. She's the non-action. He's yes, yes, let's go, let's fight, let's cause drama. But where does that lead? To nothing, just to mental games. And that's a challenge. He cannot win the game with you because you are not allowing that to happen. You're looking for truth, and that's why she's naked here completely. All she got is this, her little, mm, the nun crown, and then that red nail polish that shows, she's very feminine, she's very sensual, she understands a human's and a masculine's mind, right? And he gets so excited, so he finds you so mysterious. And because he can't penetrate to you, you see, with his drama, his wants, they're in reverse. he desires you because the Five of Wands is about causing that, instilling that simulation, that stimulation to cause excitement and sexual desire. But um, she is a bit non-responsive because she's not done with the games. She's very psychic, very mental, and she's done with the games, and he is kind of stuck, and he finds challenging getting through to you in some form of shape. He's like he cannot win over your thoughts. The other way to interpret this is you're looking for mental stimulation, or he is looking for mental stimulation. These cards are action. The Five of Wands is like unnecessary drama, just, let's stir the pot. And this one is non-action. The High Priestess says, no, no, but I know. She's his ideas, she's very knowledgeable, she has psychic abilities, but it's a no, it's non-action. So this guy here, he realizes that, he cannot penetrate to your thoughts because you have already figured his non-actions. The other way to interpret this is he's used to interact with women that with his passive aggressive behavior, he gets women to do what he wants. That's another thing, non-action, right? And that's a challenge because that's a game he plays, but you know that game, so you don't fall for that game. He triggers the mind of the people or any women with his non-actions, right? By causing that, you know, sexual desire and mental stimulation and frustration, and hoping that he's going to get some action. And you are very non-responsive. On the other side, he gets turned on by all this, like, look at these guys, they look, and she doesn't do much. She just sit on her book here, book of knowledge. Sorry, let me cover this one. And she's completely naked. You would think that, why is she naked? Is she like an open book? Or she's a mere reflection of your actions? She mirrors back, and it's you who are an open book to her. That's the question. And that's a challenge for him. She sits on his book all, naked. All she has is this passion and this nail polish here all red there that shows her that she's a woman who understands a masculine's mind. She has this chain with a penis there. That's a masculine side of her, because she carries the moon, the planet moon, which represents Cancer. But High Priestess also represented by the Venus, so she carries sensuality and also the hidden psychic abilities, and the moon, which is the shadow side. So this nudity that you see, this exposure, it's a reflection. It's what she's reflecting back to you. Your actions or non-actions. So it's hard to get to play the game with someone that already knows your next move. And but he finds that very attractive. He sees you as a person that you don't mind being alone in the same time, but in the same time he gets excited at the idea there's other people that admire you and want you. But it's like, I don't want to get close to you, because this was in reverse, right? But in the same time, I want you, but in the same time, I don't want nobody else on your driveway. You know what I mean? When I'm stopping by to take a look at you. And with the Five of Wands is all that drama, but not really bringing anything on the table. Um, and he's trying to figure out a way to get to you, to make you respond and react. This is all mental games, you see. There's no actual physical action to this. It's like mental games, non-action, passive aggressive behavior. Yes, we got like a Mars and a Venus with a moon here. Like that's this sexual desire, but in a blocked way, in a mentally blocked way, because who nobody wants to make the move. Yeah, and it's impossible to make a move when she carries the key here of this book. It's impossible. She knows now when all this is coming from. So, and she's been there. Look at her face. She kind of tired. She's a person who has experienced highs and lows in life. So it's just impossible to fool her, and she's just tired of the game. So why she's like in a still mode there, non-active, non-responsive. But she's not up for any games, so she's not participating in any other form of games with other people neither. Like a very kind of, and that's what he finds it challenging, because he sees that um, despite of the circumstances, he sees you being okay in your element, and he doesn't manage to make you respond to him in some form of shape. Yeah. Okay. So, what else? What is your secret challenge? Oh, this was too long already. 27 minutes. Sorry, guys. What is your secret challenge? Your secret challenge is the King of Swords. Okay, so we got the King of Swords. This guy, it can be a Libra, it can be an Aquarius. It's not a Gemini though. I don't think it's a Gemini. This guy is a lot of calculated person, okay, and everything he wants also thinks to perfection. He's a perfectionist, calculated, and he always wants to win, okay, especially that's a very typical behavior of an Aquarius. They're always right, and that's a challenge. If we're gonna see this from a King of Sword perspective as a challenge, they're always right. They're never gonna give in to anything. They're never gonna be willing to meet you halfway and just put the cards on the table and just explain. They will calculate in any possible way to get things their way and to make you give in any form of shape, and just to prove you that you were wrong and they were right. And that's how it's always going to be. And that's a challenge, because in a relationship or in a connection, there's always need to be a certain equal give and take, or at least once, there got to be that sign of meeting for once, that, hey, I had my wrongs on the way of contributed in this connection and the way I handle it. And that's a big challenge, because it's not just a matter for solving the problem in the moment by you reaching out. It's in the long term. Like, there need to be need for communication. Like we got Aquarius, it's all about that communication. It's also about, if it's an Aquarius, it's also invasion of privacy sometimes. of knowing your business without keeping certain integrity, certain space of privacy, and people meeting halfway and speaking their truth and being honest with one another, but is done in a deceitful way. And this guy is a master of deception, and she knows it. But she's like, she kind of enjoys it. Uh, well, for the moment, but she realizes that that's a momentary satisfaction, because you gotta be equal. You gotta be equal. You cannot always just shut your eyes to to pretend like to get some momentary gratification. And this guy is not willing to give in. He's always right, and that's a challenge. um, what is his secret need? And this card popped up, the strength card. The strength card is represented by Leo, which is about desires as well, but also about vulnerability. And that's a quality, that's a strength that he needs to master. So that's what his secret need. He needs to find the strength and the courage to express himself and to open up his emotions and vulnerability to you without, always with the fear that she's gonna backstab him or something's gonna happen. Even when the strength card by the Leo is very central card too, and also very fun card, because he loves entertainment, love creativity, love and he's has this fear of interacting with you and just being joyous and being playful. And because a side of his genuine uh, of his personality that he tried to expose to you, you're gonna use it against him over and over again. And so he tries to not release any piece of information or any piece of his personality, because it feels like everything he does is wrong. And you're just gonna point the finger at him. You see, he always feels scared of getting close to you, because you're gonna hurt him some form of shit. You're gonna use his own tools. But that happens because people who are know in their conscience they've done wrong to others, so they live in fear, because it's karma, right? Obviously, have done certain things not from a genuine place, you live in fear. You're always watching your back. You're always watching, like, even when you're making love, you're just like, what's gonna happen? So that is his biggest fear. On the other side, it can be his biggest fear if getting close to you, and are you gonna fully trust him? That's another thing. He needs to. His secret need is to understand that you're gonna fully trust him in the same time if he gets close to you, and you're not gonna feel insecure, because strength card is about confidence and self-esteem and secure, and being confident in your own individuality, loving one another, and also loving one another from afar, from the distance, right? Even when you're apart. he his secret need is to understand that when you're both vulnerable and together, that situation is still the purity of love is still going to exist even when you're apart. He doesn't always have to feed your love and attention to you in order for you to feel secure, or otherwise you're going to feel like he is going to backstab you, so you're going to backstab him, hurt him before he does the wrong move. Yes. So that's something to be taken in consideration. Sometimes we sabotage because we feel, and that's the problem. You know, when you have the high priestess, you both carry the high priestess. You both have intuition, so you both feed that element of fear on one another, that something before it happens, but it's gonna happen, and then the other feels that as, and both you both sabotages simultaneously, and that's he needs to feel safe with you. He needs to feel that you trust him, and then definitely he's gonna trust you back. What is your secret need? Secret need. And it's funny because the strength card is represented by number 11, which is a powerful, you know, master number. 11, it's the twin flame number. So it's both of you doing this, like what I was explaining before, the fear, that mirror effect of the moon, right? The confidence, the self-esteem, the trust has to be mutual, because it's a reflection of one another, and you both feel it simultaneously when you send the wrong message. What is your secret need? A Four of Swords. Oh, wow. So the Four of Swords is about, okay, we have communication, definitely. We have it in Gemini here. You feel like you secretly need that the communication is the foundation of building a relationship and building a connection, and building transparency and repairing some unnecessary confusion. Yeah, the four corners of the house. Four is the fourth house of Cancer, which is now is known as the home, a home of soul. The home, the house, the foundation of everything is communication. That's what you feel. That's what is left. There's no other way to do this without clear communication. That's your secret need. You need to communicate. You need to put both of you. Oh, sorry. I had like heart palpitation. Sorry, guys. I need to drink more water. Okay? That's your secret need. In the fourth house of Cancer, 4, it's represented by the word home. That's where home, it feels like home when you talk to this person. He understands you better, and or she understands you better than anybody else. You understand each other very well. All this drama and all this confusion is like you just don't get it. Why the drama is happening? You just don't know why we're fighting. While we should be making love. That's what you're saying. What's with this mental stagnation or confusion, or getting stuck in place? We need to communicate our minds, our souls, our hearts, and that's the for you, that's the foundation of a healthy relationship. Open communication. Okay, that's your need. What else? What is his secret test? Okay. His secret test is his secret test His secret test is, ta-da! He's the Queen of Cups. Oh man. It can be a Pisces or a Cancer. A secret test. Oh my god, this card, look at that. It can be that he is either using another woman to trigger you and to test you, and that's how he knows if you have he fully recovered and you're fully trusting him. He can be that he really this guy here actually is the queen of is the king of cup, by the way, and she's the queen of cup. The secret test is that he's always teasing you. You see that, like, she got her tongue out, he got his tongue out, and like 69 again here. I don't know with you guys what's going on, but everything is like a 69 everywhere. He teases you to see if you're gonna give in and you're gonna make the first move. He's like, that's the struggle. He's here with the Five of Wands here and the High Priestess. It's like, who's gonna make the first move? And he's like, come on, baby, get down on it. And you're like, come on, baby, you do it first. And you're just there, sitting there, and you're like, and then nothing happens. It's like, what? Everybody's tongue is out, but nothing happens. It's like, nothing, because it's that ego, and he's testing you. If it's also his way of saying, if understanding if you're still thinking about him and feeling about him, but you're like not giving in. You're not making any move before he makes a move because you don't want to get disappointed. Yeah, he's finding a way to get to you and make you respond and react and be in touch with him. But you said, no, I'm not touching you unless you're touching me first. I'm not going to be in touch because you want proper communication, right? The Four of Swords. And you don't want to just, that's why the Four of Swords is about also detachment, like accepting the circumstances for the way they are, but in a detachment and peaceful way. No hard feelings, but I'm just standing there and I know where I stand. I understand my position. It's beyond my control. It's he got to make the move, but he is like sending his signals, teasing you, but and he's like, okay, let's do it in the same time. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Nothing. He's like, what? You're not doing? I'm not doing nothing. So yeah, she's like, she wants it, he wants it, but they're just, the passion is there, and you're like in your dreams, because these are dream cards, the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess are very psychic. So there's a lot of moon, which is about dreams. You are desiring one another like crazy, but there's no actual action into it. It's all spiritual connection. The bond is there 100%, probably even like telepathically, and the sexual interaction on the 5D level maybe is there, and who knows what you guys do, but there's no actual give and take in the real world. So he just does that teasing, hoping that you're gonna knock on the door, but you've done that before and nothing happened, and you learned your lesson. You got your key, you keep it there, and you know better. And what about you? What's your secret test? We got here the Eight of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Oh wow, the Eight of Wands is about actually speed, accelerated motions. You're really going towards what you want fast. So your secret test is with the Ten of Swords, is like giving an end to his mental mental triggerings, because the Eight of Wands is about fire. It's like Sagittarius, desire, wanting, getting the wrong man, but it's also messages. They both are messages, but fast messages coming forward. With the Ten of Swords, though, it's like a blockage, giving an end to it. So you're like, the test for you is like to not overreact to the messages that they are being transmitted to you. Either to not misunderstand them, or to not have high expectations and expect anything, and maybe respond thinking that something's going to happen. So that's a test. How you handle the situation when some messages are being delivered to you. Yes, they're both messages, this one. But this says an end to that mental confusion when something is being delivered to you, the message arrives to you, how you going to respond to it. So that's a test. That's a test for you. That's a test for him or her, whoever, that the messages that are being delivered to you, how you going to respond to that. Are you going to welcome them with open-mindedness? Are you going to be angry? Are you going to be responsive in a positive way? Are you going to be accepting and and welcoming, and or just simply be in peace with the situation without giving too much over analyzing the message behind it, because this is, or the test, let me see what else. What is your secret test is if you approach him. Yeah, that's another thing. The secret test, if you approach him, is he gonna give an end to it with the Ten of Swords? Is it gonna end completely? And test is for you too, like when you approach him, are you gonna feel like dying in the sense that, oh my god, this is gonna end, living in fear that what's gonna happen if I approach? And that's a test. You got to overcome that fear and of the expectation of the outcome. Yeah, that's what is his secret motivation. Oh, that's so beautiful. The Two of Pentacles. Oh my god. Finally a physical card. You see, rarely we see a physical card here besides the Nine of Pentacles, which is about self-love. But his motivation is actually you to getting physical one day together, and that's his deepest wish and dreams. With the High Priestess here, it's all about dreams, the moon. And the Two of Pentacles, it's the two again, like the High Priestess number 2. It's a powerful card of union, of two souls combined, right? And that's his biggest motivation. It's that, like the number 2 usually in the other tarot card is like the symbol of infinity, like you two bound to one another for eternity. And he just practically, that's what motivates him is that all this journey, it's going to bring to a physical union, and you can finally be together physically after all this stimulation of the mind and the heart and the soul, and this triggering and this teasing, but making it a reality, right? Yeah, that's so nice. Mm. And what about you? What is your secret motivation? Let me see. Uh, secret motivation for you. Oh boy, sorry guys. Secret motivation. There it is. Secret motivation is the Magician. Oh my God. Magician, which is what we have? Gemini. We have Mercury. It's a Mercury, so it's communication. What motivates you? But it's not just that. The Magician is a powerful number, and it's number one. So, what motivates you? That he's the one. He's the one who makes your heart jump. He's the one that makes you think, stimulates your mind. He's the one that you just want to get physical with. Magician has all the tools, okay? He has all four elements that you're looking for in a man or in a woman. And that's what motivates you. You know that this person, despite of all the trouble and the fights and the drama, this is the person that know how to make you feel in the end of the day, and make you think, and make you also heal parts of yourself that needed healing. Okay, sorry about these cards, but that's how you see him. He's somebody that you have a way of communicating with another and understanding another from completely different level, that it just doesn't resonate with nobody else that you have met before in your life, in this lifetime. And yeah, the Magician is the card of communication, as well, as I said. And it's common mutual understanding. That's what motivates you. You have this mutual, no spite of the the outside images, how it looks. Deep down, you just know that you both carry all these elements of fire and passion and mental stimulation and physical attraction and chemistry, and the soul level is there, and you just and that's what motivates you to keep going, because he is the one. Number one, he's the one. Okay. And what can he accomplish? Oh boy, my heart is sorry. What can he accomplish? The Eight of Cups. What can he accomplish? The Eight of Cups, it's about surrenderance, letting go of the fears, surrendering to the connection, surrendering to love. And he can accomplish that. He can trust this connection. That's what surrendering to love. Here is described a bit differently with this image here, but the Eight of Cups, that's what it is: surrendering and letting go of fear, moving away from people or situations that they know they don't serve him. Uh, he has learned to recognize his worth, and that you are the one that will make a difference in his life. That's what Eight of Cups is about. It's moving away from games and people that um, it doesn't help in the long run, and that's what he and so he can finally achieve what he wants with you, the union. What can you accomplish? Let me put this here. What can you accomplish? We have the Ten of Pentacles. Oh, wow. You want to accomplish a union, a family. Ten of Pentacles is about that. Finally being together, you know, a union, eating on the same table, cooking for 2 or 3 or whatever. And, you know, he just sits there and just enjoys looking at you and your boobs and while you're preparing that meal. So that's what you want to accomplish. You can, and it says you can make it happen. 10, it's about that final fulfillment. And it's funny how 10, One of Pentacles with a 10, full accomplishment of union and happy family, with the Magician, which is 1, 1, 1. It's just crazy. And on his side, we have the Strength card, which is number 11. Again, we get 11, 11 here. So these are beautiful cards, twin flame cards, that reflect strongly the desire for union and family. Yes, absolutely. That is what you want to accomplish. Oh, that was so gorgeous. I love it. Okay, guys, I think this is it. I'm going to do another reading for another theme, and I'll see you on our next video. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye-bye.